are we are live.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's do the Tim dance. Tim dance. Okay.
Yes.
We're back. It's Monday morning. It's brilliant. It's such gorgeous weather here. It's like 54 degrees.
And it is 20 degrees here in Pennsylvania.
I would have never said. When I was walking this morning, I thought to myself, I must be crazy. I'm from Houston, Texas. That is not warm weather, but it is actually the sun shining. What can I say?
I went for a walk a little while ago and it was a very brief walk.
It
Let's
was,
just say that.
yeah, at 20 degrees, it would be extremely brief. Extremely. So we have such a good subject today because I am writing my fourth book, and I was writing fourth book. So it's very exciting because I've got more blah 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 in it instead of all the just the hey, step one you do this, step two you do this. Now I'm actually talking about the branding and positioning, but so I was going through my whole thing, and then I had some really interesting conversations with a couple of people about their businesses, and um, and and there was a section in my book where I'm talking about the why, and I think that's really we had the same conversations, right? Because trying to
Yeah.
decide what are we going to do, and are we doing the right thing, right? What are we
Yeah.
doing exactly, right?
Good question.
Right?
Yes.
So you got to decide that what you're doing is what you want to do, because if you can't decide why you're doing it, then it's going to be really, really a hard road ahead. And I'll tell you why. And there's lots of why in it today, right? Why?
Yes.
And so,
Why?
why? Why are you doing what you're doing? So tell me, why? Actually, first, before we do anything, I'm
Yes.
Veronica Jeans, Shopify Queen, and I am also a best-selling author for instant on Amazon. It's like you're a best-selling author, and then boom, it's gone away. But anyway, I was for a few seconds. In fact, it was a whole day. And I also help people to get their stores online and actually make some money in their stores. So who are you, Tim?
Yes. I am Tim Sohn. I am a live stream producer and I am co-host of the Tim and Jim show and main host of Showing Up Perspectives on Cancer.
Yes, that's very exciting, right? I love,
Yes.
and I still haven't seen the show because it's so late in the evening.
I know it's
I just
so late. It's 7 o'clock at night your time. It's so late. I know.
this is on the boat. It is late, right? So you will see my hubby Roy in the background there because
Hi, your hubby Roy.
he's painting our new countertop, and this is on our boat. So good morning, Andrew. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, Andrew.
So
Shout
okay,
out to LA. He's in
he's
LA.
in oh yeah, he's in LA. That's
Yeah,
2 hours behind us, right?
he is.
So yes, so
Yeah,
we
two
have this.
behind
We have
you,
this.
three behind me.
So we had this conversation last year, and I think it was last year, right? We were talking about what are you doing, and is it what you want to do, right? You were thinking about it. What made you think about it?
Well, a lot of things. I mean, COVID, COVID had us
I
all
know.
thinking about
Yeah.
what we're doing, right? I think it kind of had us all reflecting.
Yes. A
And
lot.
then yeah, and then also for me with my cancer journey, it had me thinking about, from that perspective as well. So, um and then for me in terms of my business, the main reason I started my business was I wanted to be able to be there for my family, for our kiddos, events when there were events, and breaking news, our kiddos are having their first concert in person since COVID in a few weeks.
Oh wow, that is amazing. That is amazing. That is
Yeah.
so cool, right?
Yeah.
So have you come to the conclusion of what you really really want to do? Because I mean, you started out in social media, right?
I started out in social media, training small businesses and then doing social media management for small businesses. I don't want to do that anymore for the most part.
Neither do I, right? Yes. I mean, same
Yeah.
same here. I accidentally ended up in e-commerce because I was looking for something to do again, career change, my 10th or something like that. And
Yeah.
then I thought myself, I'm going to sell something online because that's like freedom, right? Yeah, I can make money
Yeah.
online. And then I had to decide, what am I going to sell? And I started chatting to this guy on the one shopping platform, and he started sending me customers, and it was so cool, right? So I literally fell into my normal saga, fell into this because somebody sent me some customers, and I was really enjoying showing them what to do.
Yeah.
But and it wasn't just COVID for me, it was really also my hubby Roy. Where is he?
Yeah.
He's somewhere. He actually retired a year before, 2020, right? 2020,
Hmm.
yes. And so for me, it was like, he's retiring, I'm not retiring, but
Yeah.
our lives are changing, and I need to decide, is this really what I want to do? Because our living arrangements changed, except we're both on the boat now, and so we're in each other's faces
Yes.
all the time,
Together.
right? Together, right? And so
So
I
much
did
love.
love, okay, happy Valentine's, people. And so you don't know what your life's going to look like. So I mean,
Right.
for all this time, all our married life, and we probably married 30 something, 36 or something. Anyway, and
36
we,
or something.
yeah, something. And he has gone to work at 5 o'clock, and he came home at 6, right? So it was my life in between, and then we had
Yeah.
our lives. And I think probably that's most people's situations, right?
Right.
And so suddenly, here it is. I have to run my business while he's with me. And what was that going to look like? And so I really had to stand back and go, okay, so I'm sort of writing the book, can that work? Am I really doing what I want to do? And because, again, COVID I think, has created a huge upheaval in most people's lives, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's personal or business. I mean, personal
Or
is like,
both.
or both, or both, right? And personal is like, Mom, everybody's in the same house. Oh my gosh, right? In the
Yeah.
2020, 19. Oh my God. I
Yeah.
can't
Who
even
knows? All
remember
the
when it
years are
started,
blending
right?
together. Yeah.
And
And
so, mhm.
by the way, the comments from LinkedIn aren't coming in today. There was a notification in StreamYard, but Stefan is watching over on LinkedIn, and he said, "Ahoy, Tim and Veronica. OMG, I thought my fingers were going to fall off while taking my morning light
Morning
photos." And he said, "Hubby Roy in the house, or should I say on the boat?"
on the
So
boat, on the
we see
boat.
you watching, Stefan, but StreamYard isn't letting us bring your comments
Oh
in.
no, that's terrible.
Or
Yeah,
LinkedIn,
or
whoever
LinkedIn.
whose fault
Yeah,
it is, I don't know.
exactly.
Anyway,
We
back to you,
never know.
Veronica.
Okay, and so yeah, so it made me think about, is this what I'm doing really, really important in my life, and do I want to really do it for the next 20 years, right? So you've got to think long term, and what is that going to look like? So we need to really think about the why. Why are we in business? What is so important for us that we're actually running the business that we are running, right?
Right?
So because, as I said with the COVID, it's just so hard with getting customers and getting new customers. We can't, meet people the normal way, and businesses are going under. Hopefully not anymore. They're growing
Yeah.
again, but still, and there's more competition because you have people sitting at home going, I can do this,
Right.
and
Yeah.
so, right, so there's more competition for especially people that are doing social media marketing and just the general marketing thing. And we know that customers always go, oh yeah, they're cheaper, I should go with them. So
Right.
so they don't value what you're really giving them. So you decided on doing the producer thing, right?
Live stream producing. Yeah, for shows and virtual events. Yeah.
Why?
Why? That's a good question.
Yes.
Well, I had this skill that I had been using with the Tim and Jim show for a number of years, both as a host and as a producer. And COVID happened, and live streaming became more popular at the time. So it was just kind of a natural fit. And I love live streaming. I love the community aspect. I love the relationship building. I love all the aspects of live streaming, really. And so it just kind of happened. And so it just kind of happened, and I just love doing it. So uh yeah, does that answer your question?
Yes, it does actually.
Are you
And so,
sure?
yes,
Okay.
yes, it does. Because okay, so here is when you're speaking about it, you're really light up, right? So if we can't light up when we light up when we're talking about what we're doing, right, or what we're selling, then how
Yes,
can we get our customers to be enthusiastic about what we're doing? So
that's
that's
true.
why you have to be you have to know why you're doing it. Here's a um, couple of things. Simon Sinek.
I've heard of him.
He
Yes.
wrote. He started the why. Why you need to know your why. And so he said very few people and companies can actually clearly say why they do what they do.
Hmm.
And so they and it's more about the purpose. Why are you doing this, or the cause of belief? Why does your company exist, right? Why do you get out of bed every morning? That's the big reason, right? You want to be able to get out of bed and go, yes, I'm going to do this today, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's like, I've got a really difficult customer I've got to talk to today. Oh, I don't want to get out of bed. But if you're enthusiastic, really enthusiastic about helping people,
Yeah.
then you will be. Oh, what happened to my?
What's going on over there?
I know, right? Trying to get him out of the picture. And so
Keeping it real.
you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me put it this way.
You're fine.
Yes. So and if you don't care, how will other people care about what you're doing,
That's true.
right? So I
That's true.
mean, you by being enthusiastic about what you're doing, that's how you get people to go. As my skincare guy says, Veronica, I bought your Kool-Aid, right? That's what you want. That's really what you want your customers to say,
Yeah.
because people don't really buy what you're selling; they
Right.
buy why you're doing it,
Right.
right?
That's true.
Because and that goes with, I mean, whether you are selling products or services, it is they believe in your story, they get to know you, and the only way that they will get to know you is if they know your why, your story, right? Why did you get into this?
True.
So, and I mean, a lot of us fall into it, right? It's like I fell into it, but it really fit in what I was doing already, and helping people grow their businesses is why. I mean, that to me is just the ultimate.
Yeah.
So, for
And you
instance,
light up as well,
I always like that.
just
I
like
always
that.
like just like that, right? Just like that. So we do need to look at our businesses and go, okay, so why are we doing this? Why are we getting out of bed in the morning? And if it's really, really hard, then we're not going to be able to continue our businesses because it's hard. And you go, you know what? There's something shiny out there that I can do. Maybe that's better, right? We will
Right.
go the easier path. And so, for instance, I was talking to my son when he wanted to change companies,
Hmm.
and he said, I can get this job, and I think it was with Chase Bank, but I don't know whether I like it. And I said, you need to hold out for the job that you really want. And I know, and that's hard. I mean, he's got a
Yeah.
family, he has to pay his bills, he was living on credit cards. But I said, if you take the job just because it's a job, then you're going to change within a year. I did own a recruiting company, so I do know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about, right?
Right.
And so he held on for a few more months, and he actually found the job that he really, really wanted. I mean, he absolutely loves what he's doing and is in the right position, no more customer service. And so now he can dig in and stay and grow within the company. And that's the same thing we need to do with our own companies, is to decide whether this is the path that you want to do, not for the next year, not for the
Yeah.
next 6 months or 5 years. It's like 20 years, right? Before you
Yeah.
know it, boom, that time is gone. And you go, what did I do with my life? Was it worth doing all this stuff that I put up with and not doing what I love doing, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, and that's the only way we're going to take action, because if we don't like what we do, if we don't know why we're doing it, then we don't take action. Then you procrastinate, and I'll do this little bit, and maybe I should do this, and we don't get around to actually building our businesses. What do you think?
I agree. I
All
mean, I
right,
do
right?
agree. I mean, but being a business owner at the small time isn't, like we all have our hard days, right? There's
Oh,
all struggles.
absolutely.
It's
Yeah,
it's like every day isn't going to be
perfect.
magical, right? Every day is not going to be perfect. It's not going to be
Exactly.
all rainbows and,
Yeah.
you
Every now and
know,
again, we have to sit and do spreadsheets. Oh, do I
right,
love
spreadsheets.
spreadsheets? I love spreadsheets, baby. But yes,
Yes,
exactly.
not
We
to put
have
a
to.
damper on it or anything, but just, reality is,
Yes,
right,
yes, yes,
is that. But I
yes,
I I do agree with everything you said.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, most most small business owners start because we see a business opportunity, or we're passionate about. Hey, we have this product and it helped me, and then you spread the news, and you want to sell it, right? But you have to define what you want to do with it, what you want to do with your business. Literally is, and I think a lot of people get confused between your vision and your goals, because your goals
Ooh.
are what you do on a daily basis, right? Which you have to do, or on a monthly basis, those things you need to get done, and
Yeah.
to get to the next step, right? Those are your action steps. But the vision is what keeps you moving. So if you have that vision, so guess what my vision is?
What is your vision?
Bahamas, baby.
Bahamas.
Oh, absolutely. If it's yeah, we are going cruising, and I want to. I will really want to get to the Bahamas and everywhere else, but that's what I have in my head, right? Cruising in the Bahamas
I
and
love that.
beautiful sunshine and water. So the days when it's really, really hard to like, what am I doing today? What am I doing with these people?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this? Bahamas, baby. I know I'm oversimplifying things, but you can see that if you can talk about your vision and you get excited, and
Yeah.
a lot of people have like, you know, the way you're doing the cancer show, right? I
Hmm.
mean, that's your passion as well. So that's part of your
Yeah.
business is what you're doing, and so somebody might be passionate about saving boats. I don't know. you
Right. Or
know,
saving the
then
whales.
saving the whales. So
Yeah.
maybe we should sell some T-shirts and says save the whales and make some money with it as well. But you're passionate about the whales, right? So you
Right.
got to get to your passion, right? So here
Yeah.
is I want to read you a little one that and I love this. I was looking at some of my customers' websites, right?
Yeah.
And this is and I also got to say that Lindsay is a brand specialist, right? Especially
Okay.
on the printing side. So she really knows what to do. But this is brilliant. So her website is Naughty Good Bites. And here's what she says: regardless of how we each grow up or the women we have become today, we are all joined together as dreamers. Women dreaming of creating our most intentional lives, of making an impact, and of setting an example for the little girls to follow. Here at Naughty Good, I strive to do just that. I dream of a room full of women who are empowering, celebrating, and honoring each other, I believe that greater things can happen if we continue to stand together, laugh together, cry together, and eat chocolate together. Don't you think that's brilliant? I think that's
Mic drop.
right? It is. So if I have never read anything that good, well, maybe I have, but this was inspirational.
That was so good, and it was so serious until the chocolate at the end.
But she is all about chocolate, right? She is all about
Right,
chocolate.
exactly.
And she
Yes.
also happened to fall into it as one of those things where she created these chocolate bites for this event, and people were saying, "Hey, you need a website, and are you online?" And she went, "Not yet, but we'll get there." But now she's at a point where making the chocolates is really hard work. And over Christmas, she was working 18 hours a day making these chocolates. So she's at a pivotal point of her company where she has to grow. And it's, do you want to grow, or what are you going to do, right? Because she can't work 18 hours a day. So it is then hanging on to that vision of, this is why I started this company, right? That makes you grow through those pivotal and really hard decision making decisions. right So I mean, and then the other thing is that you can't confuse it with how you do things. You got to think of the why, and here is her how. As she said, I will deliver each package in less than 12 hours, partner only with local artisans and small shops, and commit to all recycled materials for packaging. So that's how she's going to do it, right? And then the what she does is chocolate boxes that spread love and include locally sourced, high quality items made within the community. And that's what she does. So she's partnered up with other people in the local community, and she sells their stuff online as well. So that is the difference between what her vision is, which will get her through the hard times. Those days when she goes, who wants to make chocolate? It smells of chocolate. So yeah, believe me, I did for 3 years. Every Friday I got up 6 o'clock. No, got up at 5. I was at the school, at the local high school, at 6 o'clock in the morning, and we started baking Otis Spunkmeyer cookies. Otis, right? Otis. Yes, Otis Spunkmeyer cookies. And I had 3 ovens going, which was unheard of. I schmoozed them out of an extra oven. We had 3 ovens going, and there was like on every surface in the class, on every desk was cookies. And we sold them from in the morning till 10 o'clock in the morning. We were sold out of about 1,000 cookies.
Wow, that's a lot of cookies.
I don't like Otis Spunkmeyer cookies, by the way.
Oh.
You can chase me with a chocolate chip cookie. So yeah, I can imagine, Lindsay going, the chocolate is getting me down. So, but if she really believes in her vision, then that will keep her going, right? That will make her decide, this is what I wanted to do, and I need to keep going, but make really good decisions anyway.
Right.
And so here is, keeping it very simple, is some ideas. IKEA, right? IKEA is to create a better everyday life for many people. Did you know that? Right?
Now
I love
do.
their stuff. Yep. And Patagonia. Do you know what Patagonia is?
No idea.
We're in business to save our home planet. I didn't know that either, by the way.
Oh, what do they sell?
I know. Patagonia is the outdoor clothing. You don't know what Patagonia does? Come on.
No. No idea. Right? Now I do.
So yes, and that's why I wanted to talk about the why today, because I think people tend to forget to remember or to really think about why they're doing what they're doing instead of just falling into every day and continuing until you look back and go, oh, shoot, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have done this, something that I'm really passionate about. And it's hard to change as well, right? Because if you're making a little bit of money, it's hard to change and go, you know what? I don't really want to do social media. I rather want to do this live producing stints, right?
Yeah.
And now you have to position yourself in front of customers or existing customers, say, hey, by the way, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm now doing this, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so it's like really starting over again. So it must have been a little bit hard for you. There's Roy Jeans.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And the types of customers, I think, too, have changed that I want to work with.
Really? Yes, obviously.
I want to work with customers that are more focused on like purpose and like more focused on impact in people's lives and making a positive impact in some way.
You see? Yeah. So you are, yes, exactly. So you need to write that down. Write it down, right?
Yes.
So here's some tips, right? How to find your why.
How to find your why.
Yeah. How to find your why.
Just like that, right there.
Just like that. Boom, baby.
Boom.
It has to be inspiring. It cannot be selfish.
Really?
Yeah, right?
Oh man.
It can't be against something or somebody. But remember, this is your why, not what you're doing, right?
Right. Yeah.
This is what it's very, very personal, as Claudia said this morning. We were talking about it. And so she said, the why is really personal. It's not really, it's got to do with your business, but it's also very personal about your business. It's about you.
Right.
And it should be constructive, not self-destructive.
No.
And it has to be workable in reality. Because really, you only create a business out of it. So, we're in business to make money. I mean, I've never heard of anybody saying, hey, I'm going to go in business and not make any money.
Right.
Right.
That's true.
Even nonprofits are in the business to make money. So they can help people.
They need money so they can.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Boom.
And here's the last one. It should make you feel happy when you think about it.
Yes.
Right? I think that's probably the most important component about thinking about your why.
I agree.
Right? Okay. So we're nearly done for the whole show. This has been brilliant.
Brilliant. Absolutely. Right?
You should be happy to think about it. Yeah. So the Bahamas, light me up, baby. I want to go to the Bahamas. So yes, I want to go cruising. That's my vision, to go cruising.
Wow. Now I need to figure out my vision now. I need a Bahamas. I mean, it's not going to be the Bahamas, but what's my vision?
It could be anything. Why you're working. So and I think also, and here's another step is, it changes with your circumstances, right?
Right.
Because you still have your babies at home. So your vision might be something, getting your girls into college.
Right.
Right? Makes you light up. And them paying for themselves.
Right.
So really, I mean, you've got to have a purpose why you're doing what you're doing. Because otherwise it's not going to work. And it has to be sort of big, right?
Yeah.
I think it has to be big. So mine has changed. I mean, mine has always changed. So now it's the Bahamas. Well, technically cruising. Well, we started out, before we even got married, we actually had plans to build a boat. This before babies, right? BB.
Wow.
Before babies, yes.
How many years have you been married for?
Regines, how many years have we been married? 30 odd something years.
30 something. Wow.
He's not telling me because he says I should know.
And you knew that long ago you wanted to go to the Bahamas.
Yes. Well, by that stage we were in South Africa, so we were going to cruise to Europe, I think. Maybe, maybe the islands. You're always thinking about cruising somewhere where the islands are, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway,
Well,
this has been absolutely brilliant. I loved it. Didn't you?
yes.
And
Yes,
I
I
hope
loved it
everybody
as well.
got some ideas out of what they should be thinking about and maybe helping a little bit about, hey, this is what I want to do. I'm really on the wrong path. Or maybe I need to change.
It's got me thinking. For
Yeah,
sure.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to. I think it's super, super important to really, really make you stick to what you're doing and grow, right? I wouldn't have stuck in e-commerce if I didn't really like helping businesses. I mean, it really lights me up. If you talk to me about a business, I got an idea for you. It really, and it always has. And you know what happened? I was like, I was like 8, 9 years old. I used to play business.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And I was always the boss.
For some reason, I'm not surprised.
I was always the boss, so I'm still the boss.
I love that.
Yes. So yeah, so you're going to think about, okay, so what do you really want to do, right? And then and hopefully make some money. Anyway,
that too.
Thank you so much for popping in. I really love seeing Andrew. And Andrew, I was going to go on that show that you had, and I just got sidetracked. Sorry, I'll be on the next one. And Alexandria was here, fabulous from Ohio.
Thank you.
Cold.
And
so
thank
we
you,
can't
Stefan.
see anybody from LinkedIn, right?
Yeah, it's just Stefan, not just Stefan, the one and only amazing Stefan Kaplan.
I love his photos. I think his photos are amazing.
They are amazing.
Right?
I wish I could take photos like that.
I know, right? He does amazing stuff. Anyway, thank you so much. And thank you, Tim, for nagging me to be so consistently online, doing what I love doing.
Yes. I love nagging you. It's so much fun.
Get ready. Where's your stuff?
Let's go.
Let's go. And here's the thing is that if you can't do it yourself, get help. Get somebody to help you, shop consistently. And that's what I've done. That's why Tim is here. Helping me be online. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Veronica. Have a great week, everyone. Yes. See you next Monday.
Happy Valentine.
Yes.